Hi guys, ignore the mess behind me, sorry. Kids are back in school, so cleaning will be happening soon. But today we are going to make a, I guess we call it a jig for a paracord bracelet, but we're going to do it like the ghetto homemade version, like super easy version. I'm sure by now you've all seen paracord bracelets. There are so many different styles out there, it's not even funny. Here are just some of the ones that my husband has created for me. So I already have 5, and he's not done yet. There are many different stitches, many designs. You can put little things on them, and of course I have my little skeleton on there. I saw this idea online last night, and I was decided to make one. And then I got to thinking, as I typically tend to do, and I decided that I'm going to make one, one the way they showed their picture, and then one I'm going to take and I'm going to kind of kick it up and personalize it and make it, see if I can make it a little better. I'm trying to pull just the things that are needed for the basic one, so you guys can see that first, and then I bought tape today. I need some more. My kids have gotten a hold of it over Christmas and used all mine. So you guys can see the basic version, and then I will show you what I plan to do with it as a kicked up version. So, these are the items they had in the basic. You have a small flat rate shipping box. You need 1 buckle. I'm hoping you guys are seeing this and it's not reflecting too bad, because all I'm seeing are the keys from my keyboard up in the screen reflecting right now. Tape, 2 twist ties. And I warn you, you'll be seeing a lot of my hand going up like this. I want to keep a check on my computer because this is the first time really getting back into doing videos since they replaced parts and gave it back to me. Other than my little mini vlog this morning, which wasn't as long, and the tape does not want to tear. I'm trying to get the tape started so that it's ready to go. Okay, so based on the picture, we all know how these are done, hopefully. If you don't know how one of these boxes fold up and work, you're fixing to learn. I have done these many, many times. Alright, now, for now, we don't want to seal this flap yet, so I'm going to hold it down. That's where this tape comes in handy. Oh, and the only thing I didn't show you was you're supposed to have a pair of scissors, which are laying over to the side because I moved them. And temporarily, just tape your box closed. We're going to take our scissors, open them up a little bit. The goal is not get your finger stuck like I just did, but is to put holes in it, which of course that's not going to work the way I want it to. I'm just asking to stab a finger, so I promise I'll try not to like cuss or yell or anything like that. Hers were a lot easier to make, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she had this kind of problem. I'm trying not to cut my fingers, in case you're wondering, because I do have my hands in between the blades. Not recommended. If I would have thought, I would have grabbed a screwdriver or a knife. But I've got 2 holes now on the flap. Now I've got to do the other side. I'm hoping this video won't take too long because I don't want to keep you guys forever. But however long this video is, that's how long it took me to make it. So, well, 2 of them, because I am making 2. So we'll see how long it takes me to make this one, and then I'll tell you the time. So put the holes in there. Okay. No, I don't like that, because when you're putting it down, your buckle has to come up. Yeah, see, that shouldn't be. We're going to do it backwards. She had put hers where she ended up taping them down the way you're supposed to. That's fine, but in doing these bracelets, your buckle, if you do that, your buckle stands like this, and then you have to like snap it in and work it. And it seems like that would just be a pain. Oh no, I guess that would be, no, that'd be right. Okay, I see why. Having a moment. Anyway, next you take your twist tie, put it in. I don't think mine's going the way hers did. I think it's because I changed my mind and how I was going to do this. But that's okay. I'm also doing this off of memory because I only saw the picture once. So that's okay. This is the very basic version, which you probably won't use very much anyway, except for I just put that on backwards. Ha! You can't use it like that, period. Because I just stuck that on backwards. Can you tell I don't do the paracord thing? He does. So this one I'm still learning. I buy the paracord stuff, but don't actually use it. So tighten it down. Oh, you guys can't see. I'm sorry. Twist tie it, and you'd flatten it on, and then we're going to put that inside in a minute. Same thing on this side. Go up through this one. I'm going to go down through that one. Just because. Turn the right direction this time. I don't have to take this off and redo it, because I wasn't very smart the first time. Tighten that on there. Flip it over. Twist tie. Sorry, gotta pick it up to twist tie. I can't do it upside down. Okay, and this is where you cut your temporary tape. I'm just gonna cut it and tape it into the box. Open it up. The fun part is sticking these things in this, and that's the problem I know we're gonna have, because I can stick those in there, but now I can't stick the little flappy in there very well. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna make this work. Because, well, that's just how I am. I'm gonna make it work. And that's why we're all learning. Because I've never made one of these. I decided to make one of these, and you guys get to see it as I do it. And we get to learn together. Sorry you guys are not getting to see me fight this buckle thing in here. Okay. Then we take this, pull off the little tacky strip, and we close it. And that's supposed to work to hold that on. And then you would take this and you would snap. Say I was going to make one, and I would take this end, and if this is the right buckle, I do have two different kinds of buckles, so some of them don't work together because they're different brands. So I do have to find the right brand to snap into the right brand. Apparently that one's not good either. What is up with this? Right end would be correct. That I'm just having issues with it. Like that. And then you would work it down. And then whichever end you want to snap in, but that way you can work it across this way. Granted, this one's like really big. But except when you do like I do and you can't get the thing loose. To me, ooh, I forgot a lighter. I'm gonna have to go get a lighter. It took 9 minutes to make this little one like this. I don't think it's going to last very long, but that's just me. Give me 1 second. Let me grab a lighter. Hopefully I have one right here. Sorry, please grab a lighter. Normally I would not use this type of lighter on these. We use the butane ones because these like really suck like that. They hurt your finger. But since it's only going to be for a small amount of time, I'll make it work. Okay. Now let's see if this will work to up the ante on this. my goal is to make this thing stronger and sturdier and make it better. Okay, so I went to my local Salvation Army, paid 49 cents for this book. I don't read this kind of book, so I don't know what it's about. If it's a good book, bad book, I really don't know. I just grabbed it because it was a hardbound book. Hopefully it'll fit inside of my box. I was guessing that it would. We're going to find out. If not, I did get 2 other books, but I would really like to use this one because something tells me my kids might want to read at least one of the other books. Not exactly fitting right. Oh, because I didn't have the book laying right. I hate these boxes in case you haven't figured that out yet. Or I don't have it right. Oh, no. I was trying to fold it on the wrong line. This book won't work. So, just a second. What did I do with my books? Let me grab it. Oh, anyway. I'll put the book, when I gotta have the book before I can tape it, don't I? Give me just a second. Hopefully, one of these other 2 books that I grabbed will work. I'm so glad this cups were empty, but something tells me these books won't work either. Ooh, that one will. I also ended up buying this one by James Patterson. I don't know. I don't read that one either. And also got Return to Gill Park. Although I think this one is probably one my children will want to read. Sadly, they're not going to be able to because it's the only one that'll fit in this box. However, the good thing is, when my husband tears the box up, they can then read the book. If this one closes correctly. Nope, it won't close either. I guess I should have gotten the smaller books I was planning to get to begin with. Well then, what can I put in this box that's weighty? I don't know. Well, I guess this box will not be heavy and weighty the way I wanted it to be. Mainly because the books won't fit. What I'll probably do is leave this at the end untaped just so that I can go out to my garage because I've got all kinds of mess out there and then slip in something kind of heavy to make it work. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the temporary tape job, which this will work for now. We're going to take a bracelet. Let's see. I need the biggest one of all because he makes big bracelets. I guess this one. We're going to use this one as our guide because I think it's bigger. I think that's the biggest one I got. Except for that it bends. I want to put my holes to the top this time, mainly because I want to keep it to where it's workable. I don't know. We're going to try it. But this time, I'm going to upgrade this box a little bit. I was going to get paper to put all the way around it, but I forgot. So I printed out a picture of me, because my husband likes looking at me. And we're going to glue that to the top of the box with my new glue stick. And then my liquid glue to cover it. Granted, I will warn you now, I will put the top coat on the very last, that way you guys get to see the entire project. Once I brush the glue on top, I'm not going to be able to do nothing with it until it dries, because I know me, I'll get my hands all up in it and totally ruin everything. So that's how I am. Just letting you know, throwing that out there. Monster glue stick. So, I'm going to put some lovely purple. Sorry you guys are shaking. I'm doing this on the table with my laptop sitting there. It makes it kind of shake. Unfortunately, it's drying faster than I can get the glue all over it because it's no longer purple. Pick it up. Put your picture wherever you want it. This way he gets to work over top of my face the entire time. And I'm horrible for like getting glue on pictures to totally dry before I get them down, but that's okay because I just glue on the box. So that appears fun. And I'm not going to worry about that too much either. And it's not straight. I can tell you now, it's not straight. It just shows that I did it. I never do it straight. He's used to it. So, no big deal. Now, on this one, I want to put the clips straight right through here and right here. So I think what I'm going to do, I did get some paracord. We're going to cut this off a section. These are some of the scraps he's got. And the reason this is why I got the lighter is because it starts to fray. So I want to kind of melt it. Blow a little. Holy tamale. That black is super hot. I was dealing with this with some last night and it didn't get this hot. So, ooh. Be careful doing that. Nasty burn. Nasty, nasty burn on that one. Wow. That's okay though. On the next one, I won't do that. Now I know. So, I've got to burn this end. I'm just going to use the lighter and my scissors on the table and kind of smash it. That didn't burn it all the way. Now that I've got a seriously burnt finger and it's seriously hurting, really that's going to work. I cut us another piece, roughly the same size. Put that over there. I'm not even going to worry about burning the, normally we would burn the ends of those as well, but there ain't much left on that one, so I'm not going to be too worried about it right this second. Yay, I'm burning it and sticking it to my table. My husband's going to love that one. Burn is not doing very good. Something tells me my finger might start swelling here shortly from the burn. It's okay. I've got an aloe plant in the garage. Now, still hot. That I have those. I'm looking to see if I have. Oh, that really hurts. A little screwdriver right here. I used to have one. Sadly, my kids have gotten a hold of most of my stuff, and so it's not there. All I have are wire nips. And why those are in that drawer, in that basket, I don't know. So we're going to go back to the trusty scissors. We're going to close them. Place the buckle. I've never had so much problem putting a hole in a box. Maybe I should have let my children do this. They were doing an awesome job last night at putting holes in boxes. Oh, no problem. Alrighty then. I'm trying to keep it so that they're fitting the size of the holes on here. That way I know that I'm not making them too big and I can't fit my string and my paracord through to latch it. That burn is seriously hurting. Oh my goodness. It's so going to require some aloe on that. We're going to cut our temporary tape. Move all of my trash pieces out of the way. We're going to open this back up. And this time it went through the top, but it also put them through there, so it'll give me a little extra stability. So that's always a good thing. Now I've got to remember how to do this. Yep, I'm having one of those days. Oh, come on, paracord. So I went through, let me move that box over. I went up through the paracord. I'm going to take my ends, run them through the paracord, and tighten it down. I got a blister starting. That's why I'm not using that finger. I promise I am not trying to flip you guys off in any way, shape, or form. I am just trying not to use that finger because it hurts. And on this side, it's got a double band thing going on. I'm just going up through whichever one I get it through, honestly. Which I'm just not having luck with. It's like wanting to stick inside the little hole there. I'm trying to get it through without cutting the paracord because that would be bad, because then I'm going to cut and burn another piece if I do. And I don't want to do that. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I don't know why this paracord doesn't want to go through, you guys. It's like it gets up in there and then it just like stops. There it goes. Okay. Put it through that. Like that. Okay, so now we have them like this. We're going to take the box, put one side through one hole. I'm going to stick the other side, if I can get into the hole. Basically now I'm having problems because I'm trying not to use that finger because it hurts. I'm at 22 minutes. I am so sorry. Pull this snug like that. Then we're going to go through. Here, let's go ahead and stick the other side on. That way I'm not fighting but and tearing it up because, well, I just know me. And it helps if you grab the paracord on the inside of the box and not the piece of cardboard box that pushed through. Like I just did, because I'm a dummy. Now we're going to go, we went through these holes. Now we're going to go through these holes corresponding to the ones we went through on the top. Actually, we're going to crisscross them. We're going to take them through the opposite holes on the bottom. I'm going to turn this so I can see it. Hopefully you guys still get to see it. But we are going to try to crisscross these strings through the holes. I'm having issues. Okay, you have to bear with me for a second. I am just having issues today getting it in. Oop, 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 oop. I think I got it in. Now if I just keep it from coming back out. And I ended up grabbing one little bitty piece of paracord. Really? I think it's because I'm also grabbing cardboard box. Okay, got it through one hole. I'll hold that because I'm putting the box through incorrectly. Now I'm going to cross it over, stick this one through corresponding hole. Well, crisscross, but corresponding. I think my holes are just too little for these knotted, melted ends. We're going to use the scissors to help push them in. Okay, those two are through. Now we're going to do this side real quick before I take and totally close the box up. Use the scissors, at least attempt to. Oh, part of my problem. The box was caught on itself. Let's in. Okay. Now comes the hard part, crossing and getting the last one in. We're going to bend that up out of the way for the moment. See, normally I was thinking about just like knotting them underneath the top there and melting them, but I'm thinking, granted I'm going to be melting these inside of cardboard, probably not the smartest idea with a closed cardboard box. Didn't think about it. Okay, now that is in. We're going to bend these little pieces to put it back together. We're going to pull it snug. And somehow we're going to attempt to knot up in there. How does one attempt to knot in a closed box? I don't know. You know what one does? One cuts the box. Or at least that's what this one's going to do. We're going to take this right here. Not cut our paracord though. And we're going to cut down the box. We're going to open this back flat. Because, I mean, you know, why not, right? Okay. Before we totally get too far and just decimate the box completely, we're going to grab our zebra duct tape. Because, well, as if my husband doesn't have enough zebra things around him, he brought up using zebra duct tape. So I'm going to put some zebra duct tape on it. Because he was picking on it. I guess he thought I wouldn't do it. But I'm doing it. Ooh, I can't get it unstuck. Ugh. Really hard to do when you have a burnt finger and you're trying really hard to not take and like hurt it any worse. Except for the only thing holding these little pieces right now on the side on, because I didn't duct tape this first, is the little paracord piece. So we are going to take this, which is way too long. We're going to cut it in half. And bend that, and we're going to stick half of it on this side to hold this piece, half on this side to give some structural support there. Yeah, I'm just making this up in case you're wondering. We're coming up on 30 minutes, so you know, if you've stayed with me this long, I appreciate it. This is a learning thing for me. I'm making this up as I go along. For some of you who have seen some of my videos and heard me talk, you know that's not uncommon for me. It's actually really common for me. And if you're into things that are being made up as I go along, I am actually looking at, my mom gave me a bunch of extra Easter eggs. I know it's in January only, but I've got to come up with the idea still and execute it. So, she gave me a bunch of Easter eggs, and I saw that right after Christmas you could buy toilet paper rolls, which in my opinion is kind of retarded, but maybe that's because we're a family of 6 and we have those all the time, like just laying around. So we're going to open that up, and we're going to tighten it. So I'm thinking that what I might do is take and, I get a stick lighter to melt that. What I might do is look at taking and making a toilet paper holder Easter wreath. Use toilet paper rolls to make the body of it, and then use Easter eggs after I paint it to kind of decorate it. So if y'all are interested in seeing more of my oddness, let me know. And I might just video that when I decide to come up with that. Let me grab a stick lighter because it'll be so much easier than this one. Because of the angle which I'm doing this, so I can control it and don't burn my house down. Because, well, I don't like my house and don't want to burn my house down. Okay. Lighter. Let's melt this. It's just going to take a little bit. push it down. The goal right now, I'm trying to melt the little knot thing pieces so that they it stays closed, and I don't end up with it just like ripping right undone, coming untied and like right out of the box, because well, that would be really bad, especially if he's in the middle of trying to make something. I would hate for that to happen. I'm thinking that one's pretty good. We're going to do this one. Try to get this one closer so you guys can see it. First, we're going to resinge this that decided it needed to come undone. Now, this is like taking forever with the stick lighter, just so you know. The little Zippo-y lighter is so much faster. I'm trying really hard to not hit cardboard with this, because, well, that would be really bad. I think what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to actually attempt to take the end still really hot from where I just melted it. Okay. I don't know why this paracord usually melts so fast and so easy. I don't know why it's taking me forever to get any of it to melt. Okay, so before we keep going, okay. Ooh, this one is super duper loose because I was smart and forgot to pull it tight again. Granted, the knot's not melted, so we can tighten that one up. Not a problem. We're going to attempt this and pray I don't burn my house down. Ooh. Okay. That was definitely odd. It started burning the coating off of the paracord. The black stuff started like melting off, which is very odd. I've never seen it actually do that. It's just like melting off the coating. Never, ever, ever have I seen it do that. And all the times my husband's been messing with this, I'm playing with 550 cord. Okay. Sadly, I don't think this one is as tight as it should be. But we're going to have to go with it. Okay, let's get this, oh, sorry, taped back together. Because I'm sure you're tired of watching me fiddle fart with this thing. Close it up. And because I've got to duct tape the back now, we're going to one strip temporary tape, and we're going to duct tape repair what I just did on the back by cutting it open. I don't think it would have lost any of its like strength capabilities. Okay, I'll do it like this. That. And I don't know why I'm having problems cutting my duct tape today, but I am. Okay. I'm trying to be careful so I don't totally glue the front piece shut, mainly because I gotta still put something heavy in there. I'm gonna use one small piece, because this is kind of bent from where I tried to put that book in there. That did not fit. So we're going to tape that kind of flat. I'll set this other side and I'll do it when I'm done. That way you guys don't have to sit here all day. Basically, oh, if I do that, I can't paint then, can I? I can't do it after. I'll try to make it quick. Ugh, except for my duct tape's not working with me. Ugh, we're gonna make it work. Okay. tell I've done this a little too often when I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Down with that, that, and that's actually good enough to hold that side strip. Don't have to add an extra one on there. So there's that, so that he can work. This one is a little loose, which is, you know, not a great thing, but I'm sure it'll work. He can make it work. Deal with it. He doesn't like it. He doesn't have to use it. He can throw it in the trash after we take off the buckles. So we're going to throw on some of this. Take a paintbrush and just paint over it. Making sure to go well off the paper. And I'm going to go every direction, like back onto the paper, mainly to make sure that it like picks up, like see it's getting air bubbles in it, which it shouldn't do. It's like creasing based on the way the box is. So I'm kind of trying to angle it and kind of, I'll like smooth that out. Sorry, that was my phone. Email-orama. Probably should not use scissors. Probably not the best of things to use. Ooh, I am peeling the color right off of my skin. Well, if nothing else, I'm definitely white now. Except for in the creases of the box, where I'm kind of red until I get it out of there. I did kind of bring a paper towel over here. We're going to kind of blot that. I'm like seriously messing up the photo, in case you're wondering. Don't do what I just did and try scraping it and blotting it, because it just messes up the picture. And then the ink. I'll probably pull out some glaze, some Mod Podge. Probably should have used that to begin with. And put some Mod Podge on it. Which I've got right here. I do have my handy dandy Mod Podge. I don't know why I didn't think to use that to begin with instead of glue. I guess because it's Monday and I'm not thinking clearly. And I can't get into the Mod Podge. Oh my goodness, there it is. I literally had, it's crusted. I gotta scrape that off. And I don't like the smell of Mod Podge. I really don't. I'm gonna get a little bit. And we're going to try Mod Podging over my picture and see if we can somewhat save the picture. If not, I will print off a new one and just replace it. No big deal. Mod Podge is actually a better idea, I'm willing to say, than my standard Elmer's glue. Mainly because it's meant to do this kind of thing. That's what it's formulated for. Probably will have to remove this picture and put a new one. Or I may just not worry with it and just leave it kind of wrinkly. We'll just call it the aged effect. Either way, it will dry see-through, matted-ish looking. We're just going to call it done because I'm going to keep messing with it until I mess it up worse. So there it is. All the wrinkles, I did that by messing with it, and I shouldn't have. My fault. It's still temporary taped because I want to put something kind of heavy in it. Once I do that, I will pull off the strip, close this up, and duct tape it shut, and then there you have it. A little fancier looking jig thingy for making paracord bracelets. We'll see how he likes it. I'll talk to you guys later. Sorry this was so long.